pulling the giant clamshell. The seafloor is dim. A massive clamshell lies across the path, thick with algae, sand piled high along its edge. The group gathers around the shell. Hands are placed for pushing, feet braced in the sand, eyes filled with determination. They push hard together. The shell barely moves. Sand slips. A few people lose their footing and tumble. Bubbles scatter everywhere. The group changes angles. One person raises a rock as a support point. Others push from the lower edge. The shell rotates a little. A strong wave crashes in. The current pulls the formation off balance. Some are swept backward, still struggling to hold on. The wave subsides. The group gathers strength for a final effort. Shoulders press in, feet dig deep. The shell slowly flips, sand pouring heavily to one side. The shell turns completely and rolls aside. A new path appears, flat and wider, the sand settling. The group stands and looks on, then steps across the new path. Expressions relax, cheerful and relieved. The almost stolen recipe, a lively noon at SpongeBob SquarePants. Plankton sneaks along under the counter, eyes darting toward the safe. Click! The safe pops open. Plankton hugs a rolled-up paper. Grinning triumphantly, Mr. Krabs comes back and sees the safe wide open. Eyes bulging, clutching his head in panic. Shit. The formula! Hearing the shout, SpongeBob springs out of the kitchen, throws on his hat, grabs his spatula, and dashes for the door. Plankton zigzags around tables and chairs, sliding on spilled sauce. SpongeBob vaults over chairs, dodging flying food trays. Plankton leaps onto a high shelf, slips, bam! Crashes to the floor, the paper flying loose. All three freeze. SpongeBob picks up the paper and opens it. An old menu, Plankton freezes in shock. Mr. Krabs laughs smugly, hugging the safe. SpongeBob beams. That was close! Repairing an undersea water pipe. The seafloor is in chaos. A large water pipe is cracked, blasting powerful jets of water, spraying sand and bubbles everywhere. The group rushes in. One person lunges forward to block the pipe opening, gripping it tightly with both hands. Another opens a tool bag, preparing a patch. The water keeps forcing them back with every surge. The pressure increases. The blocker slips, gets pushed halfway back, then braces again. The water sprays off course, soaking the whole group. The patcher presses the patch over the crack and tightens it. Water leaks around the edges, pushing both of them backward into a pile. One person braces the pipe with their shoulder to keep it steady. Another holds the patch firmly in place. The water flow gradually weakens. The pipe stops leaking. The water returns to flowing smoothly inside. Bubbles fade away. Sand settles. The group stands up, everyone drenched, hair a complete mess. Cleaning up the seafloor. The seafloor is littered with plastic bottles, cans, and floating plastic bags. Fish swim around the trash. Coral gets tangled in bags. Mr. Krabs hands out trash bags. Squidward Tentacles reluctantly picks up a grabber. Patrick Star puts a bucket on his head and raises his hand excitedly. SpongeBob collects trash neatly, fast, and correctly. Squidward picks up trash carefully, but with a frown. Patrick bends down. He picks up a living starfish. The creature scurries away. He grabs a jellyfish, gets a small shot. Patrick spins around. Patrick nods proudly like he's mission accomplished. A strong current rushes in. The trash bags get pulled backward. Trash flies everywhere. The whole group is tossed around, eyes wide. SpongeBob holds the mouth of the bag tight. Mr. Krabs clings to a rock. Squidward pulls a net to block the current. Patrick acts as a stopper, then gets squashed flat, then pops back. The seafloor is clean. Fish swim happily. Rescuing a trapped sea creature. An old net is caught on a rocky outcrop. Inside, a small creature struggles, the net tightening around its body. The group swims over. One person supports the creature's body, keeping it calm. The current shifts. The net contracts, the knots tightening even more. The creature startles and struggles harder. The group wobbles, hands slipping. One person braces against the rock, holding the net steady. Another works the knots, twisting the strands the opposite way, pulling slowly. One knot loosens. The net relaxes a little. The final knot slips free. The net opens. The creature slides out, escaping the tight grip. The creature swims in circles around the group. Building a wave barrier, the seafloor grows darker as strong undersea currents surge. Sand is swept away, seaweed lashes back and forth. SpongeBob SquarePants stands firm, shading his eyes as he studies the wave direction. SpongeBob places the first foundation stone. Mr. Krabs grips both sides, feet planted deep in the sand. Squidward aligns it carefully, face focused. Patrick sets up a large barrier in front. The wall trembles slightly. The whole group presses down behind it as smaller waves crash through. The strongest wave surges straight in. The wall shakes violently, sand swirling thickly. Patrick slips, nearly falling. SpongeBob pulls him back just in time. Squidward braces hard. Mr. Krabs leans in with his shoulder to hold the stones. Everyone gathers strength for one final push. The waves crash, then slow. The wall holds. The current settles. Sand drifts down gently. The seafloor returns to calm. Sandy's new experiment. Morning in SpongeBob SquarePants. Sandy puts on her safety goggles and adjusts the final switch. Pop! A small explosion. Gray smoke puffs out. The lights inside the tree dome go out completely. Silence. All of Bikini Bottom is plunged into darkness. Streetlights shut off. The Krusty Krab goes pitch black. Customers bump into tables. Thud thud. Mr. Krabs yells. Squidward sighs in the dark. SpongeBob looks around, eyes lighting up. SpongeBob drags out several exercise bikes. Sandy gets it instantly and nods. Wires connected to generator attached. SpongeBob pedals at lightning speed. Patrick pedals offbeat, snacking while pedaling. Mr. Krabs pedals with all his might, thinking about money. The lights flicker, then burst on. The Krusty Krab is back in business. Customers clap. Sandy fine-tunes the machine, smiling with satisfaction. SpongeBob pants, but gives a thumbs up. Kitchen Chase Plankton sneaks across the floor of the Krusty Krab kitchen. He splashes into a pot of soup bubbling away. Plankton grins mischievously, with only his 2 eyes peeking above the soup's surface. SpongeBob lifts the pot lid. Plankton springs out. The chase begins. Plankton slides along a metal spoon, spinning like he's on roller skates. SpongeBob chases after him, feet stuck in sauce, slap, slap, slap. Both dash across the kitchen table, frying pans clanging everywhere. Mr. Krabs hears the noise. He turns back and slams the kitchen door shut. Plankton skids to a stop, turns around. The door is locked. SpongeBob braces his hands, bends down to look at Plankton, smiling innocently but menacingly. Plankton is scooped up and dumped back into the soup pot. Building a small undersea bridge. The seafloor is clear blue. A deep, rocky crevice splits the path in two. SpongeBob SquarePants looks down into the gap, frowns thoughtfully. Assemble. Prepare. Mr. Krabs brings wooden planks, ropes, and nails. Squidward Tentacles holds a ruler, measures the distance, and nods. Patrick Star hugs a plank that's way too big arrow wobbling, placing the plank, keeping balance. SpongeBob lays the first plank across the gap. The plank tilts slightly. Everyone gasps, testing the bridge. A comedic moment. Patrick eagerly steps on first. The plank wobbles. Patrick slips, arms flailing, nearly falls into the crevice. SpongeBob and Squidward pull him back just in time. Patrick freezes, sweat bubbles popping up. The group nails the bridge securely at both ends. Mr. Krabs stomps on it to test. Solid. Squidward walks across with perfect balance. SpongeBob hops lightly over the bridge,